A little bit different. We're now on the phone for the little bit today. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm just hopping on stream real quick. Say hi. What's good with everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm just recognizing and chilling. Just have one of them days, one of them rainy days. But hop on here saying hi. What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? What you call it? Nothing too crazy. So pretty sure it's a little late for everybody over who usually watches, but it's all good. But what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing today? We're just gonna hop on here and talk and hang out. And this last week has been crazy. Views been going crazy. We got 2,000 something views on one of the video or one of the live streams with a consistency with a continuous viewership of 20 people, with a peak viewership of 70 people, which is the most I had. And I was for the fight against Grandmother Silk. End of the game. Then I even put out a poll. We put out a poll asking you guys wanted me to see, continue playing Hollow Knight Silk Song, and basically that one came with more or less y'all wanted me to continue to go for the true ending, but we're gonna probably end up switching games either way. Got a new game that we're gonna start tomorrow. Call it. Got 3 different games I can choose from to start tomorrow. I'm still trying to decide which one we're gonna do. So we got that crab game, that crab like Souls game where you're basically playing a crab and yeah, you're basically playing a crab and then you just gotta fight. And then we have the new Prince of Persia that just came out. It's only a month old. I didn't even hear anything about it, so I was thinking about doing a stream on that and then go from there. And then there was one more and I completely forget what it's called. Uh, Game about a crab. There was a game about the Prince of Persia game. We can do Hollow Knight, the original Hollow Knight. I've never beaten that one completely. Let's see how that goes. Or there's one more. I completely forgot what it's called. Completely forgot what it's called. I just gotta remember it. But anyway, we'll see. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do for tomorrow. See what we do for tomorrow. We gotta figure out which game. I'm gonna show you. Since I'm here, I might as well ask you guys what games y'all want to see me play tomorrow. There is that crab game. It's like a Souls-like crab game. We have Wuchan, Wuchan, Wuchan. The lady, the one with the lady, the Souls-like game with the lady. There's that one. There is the we can do the Hollow Knight, which would be interesting. We can do the Hollow Knight game, or we can do the crab game, or we can do Prince of Persia, the new Prince of Persia game that just came out, or Hades. The other one was Hades. What you call it? I haven't played the first Hades, and they're ready to come out with the second Hades. I want to believe they're going to do a full release for the second Hades here, so we might be able to do that. I'm not sure what you guys will want to see, or you guys are interested in seeing, but we will see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. We have to basically sit down and see how it goes. But other than that, though, I'm not exactly sure what game we should do. You know? Let's call it, speaking of games, I like to call it the Rams. If you guys are into football, we had the Rams just play. They lost to the Ravens today. Which was interesting. One thing about living here in the Philippines is I can't watch American football. I just have to watch the results. And so, like, I would love to sit down and say, like, oh, I watched the football, but I didn't watch the Rams game, which was I haven't watched any Rams games in a while, which is interesting to say the least. I haven't watched any American football games in a cool minute, which is very interesting. Used to be a big rant when I was in the States. I was watching American football every Sunday, every Tuesday, Monday, or every Monday, every Thursday. I think they had Tuesday at the time when I was there. I'm sure they still do the Tuesday games or whatnot, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I do miss American football. That is something that I do miss. Like that. Basketball, I don't have to worry about too much because when it comes on, it's so big here that like, I wonder if you guys can hear me perfectly fine. I'm not exactly sure, but like, I think this is my mic that I'm gonna end up. I think it's a mic where it's gonna end up being using. Hey, what's good, Pearl? How's it doing? How you doing? That's a lot of emojis. It's like tongue face, happy face, star face, mad face, heart face. What's up? What's good with you? How you doing, Pearl? How you doing? How you doing? I'm just talking about other things. Oh, if you guys are into like wrestling, make sure I double tap. Well, first and foremost, make sure I double tap that screen, hit that like button. What's something interesting about YouTube, right? Especially since I've been playing or using or playing games on YouTube and things like that. I notice a lot of my views either come from mobile or PC, which I expect a lot of my views come from mobile because the way my vertical streams are set up, they're set up basically for mobile. But Hi, Sparrow, can you hear me perfectly fine? Is it better if I talk like this or if I can talk like this? I'm not exactly sure which mic I'm using. I'm not listening to anything. Maybe that'll help out a little bit with the mic situation. But anyway, I was saying, one thing I noticed about YouTube is like, what's up, Gerald? Don't speak to Garland. I do apologize for that. But what you call it? So I noticed a lot of my analytics. I look at my analytics. A lot of my stuff is on mobile. Like a lot of people watch, like most of the majority of my views come from mobile, and then the rest of them comes from PC or computer or laptop, and then like a quarter of mine comes from TV, which means that there's some people who are watching me on TV, which is really cool. Which is something I didn't really expect too much. Yeah, watching people watch me on TV, which is pretty good. That's like really, really, really cool. But yeah, so I want to say that I have um, that most things mainly come from mobile, which is interesting. Speaking of things that are interesting, you guys might not know this from the back end of YouTube. They're actually getting ready to start doing where they can integrate this screen, where you can integrate your streams together. So you'll be able to set up an area where you can set up your long stream and your short stream at the same time, which would be pretty cool. They're also integrating that. They are also doing the add guests. We have a retouch here. I don't know what a retouch is on and whatnot. Let's see how that does. And what is this? Create highlights. 49-second highlight. I don't know what's been uploaded to my channel. So let's see how that goes along. But yeah, so like relight on. But yeah, so there's a lot of different things that have basically been going on with the channel, things like that. But yeah, next week should be interesting. I should be playing the Prince of Persia game. If I do the Prince of Persia game, it's only like 8 hours long, so that'll probably be like maybe a 1-2 day stream. Hades, I don't know how long it would be, but it would be interesting to see. Um, what else? We got a lot of rain going on today. Like, you gotta look. This is just all the rain going today. It's ridiculous how rainy it is. Typhoons over here in the Philippines are constantly hitting. If y'all don't know typhoon, basically think of a hurricane, but for the tropical island. So that's what a typhoon basically is. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on. Once again, we had ourselves a pretty good week last week with the well over what was it? Well over 2,000. It was over 2,000 something views for one video for one live stream. Another live stream had 1,000 something views. All the views on the shorts have been hitting over 1,000, which has been really cool. I want to say all the shorts have basically hit. Even the one that I uploaded the other day, where Mommy's here. That one, if y'all like that one, please make sure y'all double tap that screen. Make sure you double tap that screen. Make sure you get a like on this. Get a like going on this channel. We have 4 people here, still no likes. Definitely like and subscribe. Please do. Please do. Wait, what's good, Swoko? Little yapping, fire it up. Yeah. Little yapping today, basically. Just mainly chilling, talking, hanging out. What'd you call it? Dude, I heard you. Did you get Swoko? Did you actually win on the Cowboys game? I saw that you are earlier when I woke up. I saw that you had something on the Cowboys running. Did you get something on that? Did you win something on that? I was wondering about that. I've never been into I do my best not to hang on to vice or do gambling things like that. I haven't. I was never really big into it. My thing has always been video games and stuff like that. Bro, they got smoked. So sad. They got smoked. It was that bad. Jesus. Like I said, man, I can't watch football here in the States because, Carl, if I was trying to watch a football game, it would be like they'll be on like 4 o'clock in the morning for me. One vice, yeah. Control those. Yeah. Okay. Take a whole week off. Yeah, I got you. Not really my gambling never been my thing. Gaming's been my thing, and just keep it real with you, women been my thing. But um, not really like I haven't like I was saying. Yeah, for me to even watch a football game, American football game, I'll have to be up at like 3 o'clock in the morning just to be able to watch it. And then on top of that, I gotta find a channel that watches because I don't actually, which is crazy actually. I want to say I haven't really watched TV for like 5 years now, like legitimately. Like I haven't watched any TV for 5 years. I haven't had cable here for 4 years. I haven't watched TV for 5 years at least. I want to say since 2020, I haven't really watched TV. Everything has basically been online, YouTube, or streaming. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. TV is pretty mid right now these days. Like even when I was watching TV, I would only watch like wrestling and then football and then basketball. And, like that's really all I would ever really watch. Like, truly. So like it wasn't even worth paying. Like I remember, and then on top of that, it was really like when I was in the States, when I was living in California, I was paying $267 a month, something like that, for my cable. Yeah, sports is absolutely king. Well, sports is always sports. I used to play a little bit of football when I was younger, and a little bit of basketball when I was younger, so I kept up with it. My wife, like here in the Philippines, my wife always loved basketball. She's always a Michael Jordan fan, things like that. And then on top of that, she's a Golden State Warriors fan now. So and I've always been from LA, so it's always been Lakers or Clippers, always Lakers for me. Which is funny because my mom was a Celtics fan. My mom, she was a Celtics fan, so when the Lakers and the Celtics played, that was always very contentious in the house. But like, I've always been a Rams fan. I've always been a Rams fan. My family, Grizzlies fan. Yeah. I heard the Grizzlies have been doing really good this year. I heard. I ain't or really Grizzlies did very good last year. I heard, even though they had a lot of things going on. But like I said, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but like I was a Rams fan when it comes to football. My brother, my uncle, my aunt, and I want to say both my uncles, one of my aunties, they're all Raiders fans. They're all Raiders fans. My mother was a 49ers fan. My stepdad, he was a Raiders fan too. My mother was a 49ers fan through and through. And then my other auntie is like you. She's a Steelers fan. Like she's a diehard Steelers fan. Like my other auntie who lives out in Vegas was a Steelers fan. Has always been a Steelers fan. Got the towel and everything. Got the towel, throw it up right away on her head. Yeah, W auntie. Yeah, yeah. That my auntie Christy. She is a Steelers fan. Has been a Steelers fan for years and years and years and years and years and years. So My uncle, he was a Raiders fan. The reason why he was a Raiders fan because when Raiders were in LA for the first time, oh yeah, you get some stuff, man. But when the my uncle was a Raiders fan, he was a Raiders fan because when they were in LA the first time when they were playing at the Forum, he used to actually work there. He actually used to work there and so that's why he was a Raiders fan. He used to tell me some crazy stories of people coming in from different teams and they will go to the wrong side of the stadium, end up getting stabbed, end up getting packed because they went to the wrong side of the stadium. Raiders fandom is some craziness. I mean, you got to be crazy to be able to stick with the Raiders. All yeah, you get some good sleep, man. I hope you get some good sleep, big dog. Get yourself some good sleep. But like, no, what you call it? Yeah, he would tell me them type of how crazy those stories be. People would begin like that. W. Job, yeah, yeah. Raiders fans, yeah, Raiders fans are great, bruh. You have no idea how crazy they can. Like, you gotta be kind of nuts to be able to be to stick with a team that consistently just make such bad decisions, poor decisions sometimes. Much love, brother. You be good, big dog. You be good. Get some sleep, man. But yeah, so he was a Raiders fan. He was working for the Raiders, and then yeah, so he's always been there. Some of his favorite rapper, like you got Snoop Dogg. He was a big Raiders fan. I think he's still I think he's a Rams. It was crazy, bro. We got LA for the longest time didn't have any teams. Now we got two and only pay attention to one. Chargers is always Chargers. It's like Chargers is like the stepchild, or Chargers is like the adopted child that nobody asked for. That just came with it. They just came with it. When we got the Rams, it was crazy. They had such a big deal when we got the Rams, and then the Chargers came, and everybody was like, yes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think they had a good season since they've been in LA. I think they had one. Actually, let me take that back. I think they've had one good season. Thank you, Sarah. This is Suzanne Salazar. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me see. I want to say that they had one good season since they have came to LA, the Chargers. And that's one good season that I know of. But yeah, I said all that to say basically, yeah, I don't watch TV no more, which is crazy. I probably there isn't no good. There weren't, when I was living in California, I was paying way too much for TV because only thing I ever really paid for extra was I want to say it was the Filipino channel. We had a Filipino channel on there. That's the only channel we actually paid extra for. And then, oh no, let me tell y'all something crazy about the Philippines, right? Okay, so my first time ever coming to the Philippines was back in 2012, right? Thank you for the like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So my first time coming to the Philippines was back in 2012, right? What you call it? Yeah, I'm old. But so I come to the Philippines, right? I was getting married to my current wife. I was getting married to my wife. Um, at the time, but so it was my first time ever coming to the Philippines was 2012, right? So even so back in 2012, they had cable, they had TV and things like that. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Good night, bro. It's 3 a.m. You have yourself a good night, man. Good night, bro. Good night. I hope you have some good night, Bonanza. Peace, dude. Peace. So I came here in 2012. Finish the story up. Came here in 2012. I landed, got here. It was humid. It was hot. Met my wife, or not met up with my future wife at the time. Um, Met up with she's my current wife. She was my fiance at the time. We went to her house, and I sat down. Eventually, when everything got settled, I sat down and started watching TV. And if y'all don't know what this is, basically, cockfight. They had a whole channel for cockfighting, and then they had a whole channel where they had illegally pirated movies, like little cable channels. They had cable channels for it. And so it was insane. I was like, what in the world am I looking at? I was like, this is insane. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And that was like my first experience with TV. But since then, like I said, they changed. I really haven't watched TV here since. I haven't had any cable channels from here since then. So I don't know what really is on there anymore. I'm pretty sure those things are not on here anymore, on the channels on here anymore. But I haven't watched TV in like 5 years, like TV channel, cable TV, satellite TV, nothing like that for like freaking 5 years. And even then, when I was paying for it, I only reason I even had cable at the time was because I was paying for my internet, which I was paying for my internet, and I was when I was living in California, when I was living in the States. I was really honestly, I mainly just used the internet. I would honestly just watch. I got my wife on streaming, and then we were watching. Now I remember there was days we were watching Grace. This was the days of Grey's Anatomy that we were watching. We would literally watch Grey's Anatomy from like 6 to like 4 in the morning every day. We would sit there because we would binge watch Netflix all the time. And this is when Netflix was actually cheaper. We would binge watch Netflix. It was to the point where we were just like, should we even have cable? And like the only reason we have cable is because we're paying for the internet because it was the cheapest plan they had for with the internet. But we would binge watch. We would binge watch basically anything that was on. Honestly, it was like binge watch Grey's Anatomy. We watched Grey's Anatomy fully through within a month. And then after we got done, we started watching Designated Survivor. Which, if y'all haven't watched Designated Survivor, y'all should check that out. It's a pretty good show. It's a pretty good show, honestly. I wish they did more of it. And then nowadays we watch a lot of Korean dramas. Bon Appetit, if y'all haven't seen that one, that was really good. That's a Korean drama that's on Netflix as well, I believe. It's called Bon Appetit. And it's really, really good. I watch a lot of Chinese dramas on YouTube, which are all pretty okay. I just kind of watch them to kill time. I've always been a big anime head. So any type of anime you guys can talk to me about, I watched all type of animes from like I don't even know from when I was young till like I watched Dragon Ball Z. I watched Yu Yu Hakusho. What you call it, Tenchi Muya. Um, Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, Big O. Uh, Nowadays there's Dragon Slayer. I've watched almost every episode of One Piece. Yes, I was there when it first started, so I watched every episode of One Piece up to this point. I've even read up to the manga, up to this point when it comes down to One Piece. So yes, I was there when One Piece first started. I was there when One Piece first started, and then I am still here till it's going. So I am one of the ones that you can sit here and say that I watched One Piece from the beginning. I watched One Piece from the beginning, and then what else? Let's see. Astro Boy. That's old. If y'all see that one. I always talk about this, but what you call it, Toonami was my introduction into anime. Honestly, no, no. I can't say that. Toonami was not my introduction to anime. My introduction into anime was Speed Racer. My mother was the one who introduced me into anime because she used to have me watch Speed Racer. If y'all don't know what Speed Racer is, it's the one with the cartoon show with the kid who's a racer and he has that car. It's called the Mach 5. It's a white car that has like two little things on it and things like that. My mother was the one who introduced me to that one. And then Astro Boy, and then I don't care what anybody say. I used to watch me some Sailor Moon too every morning. I watch Sailor Moon, and then there was that Ronin Warriors, the one where they use the celestial stars. They use the celestial stars like Big Dipper and Pegasus, and then Pegasus was the main character, and then Sagittarius and all that, and they use those as their armor transformations, and then if y'all didn't know, Power Rangers was originally Japanese style kind of was originally Japanese. It was called a Sentai, the Sentai Rangers, and then or something like that. I forget exactly the name, but they were originally Japanese. Like Power Rangers is just basically It's basically repurposed as a repurposed Japanese live show. So I used to watch Power Rangers. I used to watch a lot of Power Rangers with my mother. Um, yeah, I've always been to Japanese culture. What's good, big bro? What's good, little bro? What's up, bro? You just chilling today? Yeah. I'm happy. You're here. I'm happy that you're here, big. I'm happy that you're here, big Jake. I'm just talking about different shows we used to watch. Different anime shows we used to watch. Uh, there's a few. Evangelion was good. Evangelion was really good. Even though Evangelion is confusing. Like Evangelion starts off okay, then it gets really confusing. There's another one that I used to watch. There was when I used to get anime on VHS. If y'all know about, I was around the time of VHSs. We used to watch this one called Appleseed, and used to watch this one called Appleseed. This movie, a VHS called Appleseed, and it was basically just this VHS movie of Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Appleseed. I don't think you watched that one, Jake, because I wouldn't let you watch that one most likely. Appleseed. There was a few of them I can't remember off the top of my head. What's it called? 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 Oh my god. Mm, mm, it's a Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, Trigun. Outlaw Star, Trigun. It was a show. It wasn't completed. Oh, no, wait. What's it called? Not Appleseed. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What was that show called? There was a few. I've watched so many. I can't remember. I'm having a hard time remembering them all. There was some really good ones. There's some in there that you like. If y'all haven't seen, what's good? Taniel. What's good? Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, yeah. Well, it was YU Haka Show or Case File or Ghost Files. That's what they call it over here. You know, this is crazy. My wife used to watch the same thing over here, but they used to call it a whole different. They used to call it a whole different thing like that, and all the characters are different. Oh, what's it called? Oh no, I just remember and it just slipped my head. It was a show with the guy who got drugged and they turned him into a kid. What's good, Jason? I'm trying to remember this show. What's good, Jason? How you doing? Oh my God, it was a show with he's a detective. He was turned into a kid, but he's still like one of the world's greatest detectives. It's still going today, to this day. What was it called? Something Case Files. Something Case Files. Are you gonna subscribe? Oh, well, thank you so much, Big Dog. Thank you so much. You're a subscriber. Thank you so much for being here, Big Dog. Thank you so much. Can y'all help me out with this though? What's the name? It's the show. He started out as a teenager. He's like one of the world's greatest detective. He ended up catching somebody doing something. They gave him a drug, which turned him into a kid, and now he still solves cases as a kid. What is the name of that show? Holy crap! Oh my God! What's the name of that show? I can't remember it. The theme is like na 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 na. Na 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 na. What's the name of that show? Oh my God. Mm, something files, something. Um, I know my son would know it. Detective Conan. Detective Conan. That's what it was called. Detective Conan. Oh yeah, I can remember that. Ah, wow, it took me a minute to figure that out. Detective Conan, that one. That one was a really good one. Oh my God, that was a good show when I watched it. I don't keep up with it no more because I know it's still going on. Um, Himichi Himichi Impo, the boxing show was really good. Baki was always really good. Slam Dunk was really good. Um, there was a few other ones that I really liked back in the day. Um, there were like a few other ones I liked back in the day. Let me see what else. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm trying to think. Mm-hmm. Let me go put this right here. There were a few other ones I liked back in the day that I completely and totally forgot about. You can tell I'm standing up now. Pro gamer here. Pro gamer. Pro gamer. Detective Conan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Detective Conan was a really good show back in the day. Like, legitimately. Like, Detective Conan was a really good show. Wish I should have kept up with it, honestly. I didn't keep up with it as much as I should have, but it is what it is. And then, Outlaw Star was really good. That was one of the few shows that actually had an end. So we had to watch that one actually all the way fully to the end. Trigun was really good. Even though they redid it, it wasn't exactly sure why they redid it, but they redid it. And then what else? But yeah, but down that is basically my whole. That's probably another reason why I stopped watching TV. Because TV wasn't as good as it was back in the day. Like back when I was younger, we didn't have many options. We didn't have many options when it came down to like TV shows and things like that. We didn't have too many options. We had the ones that we had, and we had the ones that we didn't. Like back in the '90s, obviously the internet wasn't as prevalent as it was or big as it was back in the day. That's my youth. So we grew up with like Schoolhouse Rock, sitcoms. I remember you asked if you've seen a new show while you've been on Netflix, Seven Deadly Sins. I've seen the original one. I didn't see the new one they just came out with. Hold on, so I'm going to transfer real quick, guys. Going down. Okay, we're back. Cats. Cat. Two cat. They're always doing something. So I'm going to go over here. Going over here. Yeah, I watched the Seven Deadly Sins, but the animation got really bad, and so I kind of stopped. Let me go right here. Oh, go down. Pull this down. There we go. That's better. So I won't be moving as much. Things like that. Yeah, Seven Deadly Sins was actually a really good show. A good Netflix show. What is a good Netflix show? I watched a few. Um, it's gonna keep changing like that. I'm not gonna be able to. Let me see. Oop, I didn't want to upload that. We'll see what happens. There's going to be a new AI thing coming out anyway sometime soon. Let me see. What else? Roni. Oh, Roni Kenshin. Hey, what's good, Roaches? How you been doing, big dog? How's it sound? How's it sound? I'm just here dealing, chilling, talking, and video keeps doing that because I have the sun directly ahead of me. Let me move over this way so the sun directly ahead of me. Oh, so you good? That's great to hear, big dog. That's great to hear. That's better. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, man. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. What you call it? What you call it? Let me see. Roni Kitchen. If you haven't watched that show, they redid it. I want to say Roni Kitchen was really good. If you haven't watched that show, you should really watch that show. It's called Roni Kitchen. But if you want to watch that show, you want to watch what you want to watch is Samurai X and Samurai X 2 because that's the backstory to Roni Kenshin, and then it goes into Roni Kenshin. And Roni Kenshin is a really good show. It's really good, and it has a full, complete story. They have a new one that just came out. They redid it with new animation and things like that. And I want to say that I've seen a few episodes of that, and it's actually pretty good. They actually did it well. Any good anime recommendations? Okay, let me see. Trigun, the original Trigun, not the new one. The original Trigun, really good show. Really good show, really good protagonist. Let me see. I would give you Trigun, Outlaw Star. It has a full show, and these are older. These are older animes. Outlaw Star, Trigun, Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop, one of the greats. If you haven't seen those, if you're into like more like One Piece, things like that. Obviously, One Piece is really good. Naruto, it's filler. Bleach, they're finishing that up. I would say Bleach. Bleach is a really good anime. I will always recommend it, but skip the filler arcs. Like there's full seasons of filler arc. I would say honestly, I would honestly say um, do Bleach, but skip the filler arcs. Like literally go online, look up Bleach story full through or whatever, or skip filler arcs. Okay, good. Okay, so skip the filler. I'm good with watching filler. Okay, then like Bleach is good. They have pretty good. They have a lot of filler though, but Bleach is good. And it's still doing the Thousand War Blood arc, finishing that up. Hey, what's good, Hero Pancakes? How you doing, big dog? Just talking about, just giving out different anime recommendations. Let me see. If you don't mind, like how some older anime look. 'Cause I know some people are kind of like into like the animation and like they don't like how the animation is. I would say Speed Racer. If you don't mind older style animation, Speed Racer is definitely a way to go. And I can't sit here. This smells way too bad. Go here. Don't mind the switch. To watch the entire Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Dogma. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Dogma, but I watched the entirety of Dragon Ball. I watched the entirety of Dragon Ball all the way up to Dragon Ball Super, including Dragon Ball GT. I watched Dragon. Like I'm one of the few people that will sit here and say that I watched Dragon Ball GT fully. Like I watched all of Dragon Ball GT, which was good for the time. Honestly, it was good for the time. For a good continuation of the story. It's not. I would say that Dragon Ball GT is its own timeline. Dragon Ball GT is the best hand down. Ever heard of the Yakuza series? Have you ever played the Yakuza series? Yes. I have. I used to play. I played the Yakuza series on PS2. That's when I first heard of it and started playing it. And then I haven't finished any. I might have finished that game. I just don't remember it. There's a lot of games that I played that I finished that I just don't remember. There's a lot of games like you guys got remember. You guys got to remember. For a time, Limbus Company yet? No, I have not. I got. I still need to even look see what that is. I haven't even looked that up. I played Letho, but I've not played Limbus. I played a lot of games. Like I'm an old video game head. Like video games has like everybody has their vice. Video games and women were my vice. Mainly video games. Mostly video games. But like, let me see. I have 100% in Metal Gear Solid, 100% in Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 4. I didn't play Metal Gear Solid 2. I didn't play Metal Gear Solid 2 because I didn't like the fact that they had changed the main character from Snake to Raiden. So I just never played that one fully. Eventually I did go back and beat it, but I don't know. Wait, no, I did come. I went back and beat it. That's what I did. I skipped it and then I went and continued playing it. I haven't played the newest not the newest one that just came out because that's just a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. But the one before that, the actual brand new one. So you gotta go. Stop. Say goodbye. Oh yeah, it's all good. All good. Hey, Hero. Actually, I was gonna ask you. Out of three choices tomorrow, before you go. Three choices. Would you want me to play Hades, the original Hollow Knight, the crab game, the Souls-like crab game, or Wuchan, the Souls-like game with the lady in it? Which one would you want? Which one would you guys rather see? Let me know. Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I played Metal Gear Solid, the original. Hell, I played the original one on Nintendo. OG Hollow Knight. I might go with that then. Go do some OG Hollow Knight tomorrow then. So you just OG. Okay, y'all pick the game for tomorrow. So y'all pick the game for tomorrow. We playing some OG Hollow Knight tomorrow. Then we'll do that. We'll do that to completion. That's kind of what I want to do with my channel. I want to start playing games all the way to completion. It's great. It's a great game and not as difficult as Silksong. Yeah, I understand. I heard that. I mean, I haven't played. I played it a little bit. I even played it on stream a little bit. You can actually see it. You also played Metal Gear Solid on. Yeah, I played Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation. I played the original Metal Gear back on the NES. If y'all didn't know, Metal Gear originally started on the NES. Yes, I played Metal Gear, the new Metal Gear Solid. When you talking about the remake, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta remake, I haven't played that one. I have played the original Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, which is which I want to know is that oh yeah, no, I haven't played the new one yet. It's just basically Metal Gear Solid 3 remade, to my knowledge, unless they did some changes. I don't know. Unless they did some changes, I don't know. But I remember the original Metal Gear Solid 3, the original one. Excuse me. Metal Gear Solid, the original one. It was there was a few things that you could do, like with the sniper dude. He was so what's up? What's up? BRYL plays. What's good with you, man? What's good with you? I remember on the original Metal Gear Solid 3, right? Here was something. The reason why I liked original Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 2, because they had such unique concepts in them. Like in the original Metal Gear, right? If you played the original Metal Gear, okay, you have a good night, Hero Pancakes. You have a good one, man. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. We'll be playing some OG Hollow Knight, per your suggestion. We'll play that and finish it. The original Metal Gear Solid, right? There was a few different things. They had a few different things. My favorite fight, and it's probably one of my favorite fights of all time on the original PlayStation, when you had to fight Psycho Mantis. So on the original PlayStation, you had to fight Psycho Mantis. Well, to fight Psycho Mantis, he would actually control your character. So you would go to shoot at him, and then it would turn around, or he would make your screen go black, or he would read your memory card, or he would do all type of things. So the only way you could actually compete against him was you had to take out your controller and you had to plug it into the second player slot. Metal Gear Solid was the innovator of doing those type of things, and like that was the only way that you could actually properly fight Psycho Mantis on the original Metal Gear on the PlayStation. When it came to Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, right? What's good, Bonanza? You back? Yeah, he could do that on the original Metal Gear. Yes, he could read your memory card, so he would tell you exactly what you're doing. He can make your entire screen go black, and then anytime that you point a gun at him, he'll make you point the gun the other way. Of course, you were literally just here just a second ago. I thought you said you had to go to bed. I remember you. But no, like he could do all that type of. He can do those type of things. Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. Like to only proper. Like you could beat him through the first one. You could literally force yourself through it. But the only proper way to actually like beat him. Hey Bonanza, you're gonna be here for tomorrow's stream and we doing an OG Hollow Knight. But no, the only way we could possibly actually beat him was you had to unplug your controller and put it into the second slot. And then if you wanted to, and then that would be the only way you could beat him. So the reason why I said that was because in Metal Gear Snake Eater 3, what songs I like, I'll get to you in that second on one. In Metal Gear Snake Eater 3, there was this old dude, the old sniper dude, right? And so he had the old sniper dude. It was a quick trick for him, so you didn't have to fight him. The easiest trick for him was what you had to do is you had to go into your internal clock on your PlayStation or on your Xbox or whatever you were playing it on, and you had to go into your internal clock and you sped it up a day. And if you did that, he died. And all you had to do was just go find his body, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's dead." That was one of the like those type of things was crazy. Like that's like one of the things that he would do. He was like sit there like that's what I liked about Metal Gear Solid and that whole series. It was like there was little tips, there was little tricks like that. And back then we didn't have the internet to know how to do these things, or if we didn't have YouTube to know how to do these things. So all these things were spread by word of mouth. And so if you didn't know about it, you didn't know about it. But yeah, so like I like Metal Gear for that. Um, what's my favorite Metal Gear? Metal Gear Solid, the original. That's the one that I definitely 100% and mastered. That game, probably to this day, if I sat down and I played it, I could actually probably, that was the game that I first ever, probably the only game I ever actually sat down and tried to speed run against my friends. I actually sat down and speed run against my friends. Never did anything official back then. Like I said, we didn't have the internet or anything like that. Do I like baseball? I don't like baseball, but I do have a baseball team. I don't like baseball, but I do have a baseball team, which is the Dodgers. Which is the reason why that I picked the Dodgers. Okay, you gonna go to bed? What sports do I like? I like football and basketball. Yeah, the reason why I picked the Dodgers is because that's the team my great grandmother, Mama Dudley, used to pick. That's literally the only reason. I don't keep up with them. I don't know how they're doing. I don't know any of that stuff. But I do. That is my team, the Dodgers. Yeah, same. But let me see. I like sports. What sports do I do like? I like basketball. I like football. That's the thing about being here in the Philippines. I'm okay at basketball. I'm a big football fan. I was a big football fan, I should say. But here in the Philippines, I can't watch football. I can't watch American football. At least not when it's live, not when it's on. And by the time that, you know, do I like soccer? Congratulations on winning your baseball game. Do I like soccer? No, but that's probably because I didn't grow up with it. I grew up with basketball. I grew up with football. If I grew up around soccer, I might like it, but I didn't grow up around it, so therefore I never gave it a fair shot. So I can say as of right now, I don't like soccer, but I haven't put in the time to actually try to learn it or like it. So it's one of those things that I just haven't tried it out yet. So I can't say that I completely don't like it, but I just haven't tried it yet. You won your baseball game today. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations on that, man. Congratulations on winning your baseball team or winning a baseball game. What position do you play? Like short? I don't remember. I only know a few positions. What do you play? Like shortstop or pitcher or anything like that? But what I was saying was, I said this earlier. A lot of my streams, I know what I know is a lot of my streams is just me repeating myself constantly over and over and over and over again, repeating stories a lot. So I don't know. But going back to what I said earlier, he plays shortstop and catcher. Hey, I got it right. Shortstop and catcher. That's literally what I said. That is literally what I said. I'm a psychic. I'm in your head. You're thinking of the number 47. I don't know. But no, like, what I was saying that I can't watch American football here because it comes on so early in the morning. Like basketball, I can watch. It comes on like 10 o'clock here usually. The games in the Philippine-based basketball is the most fun thing to do. Yeah, of course. And especially since I live in the Philippines, that's basically everything they do. But no, I can't watch football, American football, here in the Philippines because it comes on at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I miss all my teams. So I have now more floated towards basketball, but that's more or less because mostly my wife and my kid love basketball, and I have always paid attention to it. I learned, I knew my team when I was in LA, which was the Lakers. I knew my team, the Lakers. And I knew how they were. I knew their roster. I knew all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I do watch wrestling. That is true, Big Jake. I do watch wrestling. But that's not really more of a sport. That's more entertainment. And they're speaking more of sports. But like, yeah, I do watch wrestling. So I watch wrestling. Like when it comes to like, for the longest time, don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I wanted to become a professional wrestler at one point in time in my life. Like I really did. When we play basketball, we take off our shoes. Yeah, I know. I'm here. I see you guys do it. I know. I'd be like, there's literally a basketball court right up the street. You go out there, you can watch all the little bears. You can watch all the little barefooted kids play, or they're adults with full-on jerseys ready to play. No, I watch. Trust me, I understand. I watch my son play basketball all the time. But yeah, just wonder what days do I stream. So I stream gaming. Yeah. So I stream gaming Tuesday through Saturday. I always stream a game Tuesday through Saturday if I'm not, too busy. And it's usually from 12 noon to, or usually I would like to say I start 12 noon. As of late, I've been starting out earlier, like at 11:30, 11:15. But that's because I was playing Hollow Knight Silk Song, and I really liked the game and I wanted to complete it. Or I wanted to beat it. I didn't complete it yet. I wanted to beat it. So, and then tomorrow, which is Tuesday for me, which is probably Monday for everybody else if you're in the States, I'll be starting Hollow Knight. So I definitely want to see you all there. I definitely want to see you all there. I'll be starting Hollow Knight for the first time. Or not for the first time. Actually, I'll be restarting Hollow Knight for the second time. And then Sunday, I always take off fully. And then today, Monday, I'm going to start doing more of these yapping streams where I can just talk to you guys about the week and hang out and be a little bit more personal with you guys. I'm going to try to start doing this a little bit more often. They're not going to be too long. Like this is probably just going to be like a hour, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. But as long as just how I feel like yapping and talking, I just want to get better on screen talking. Get rid of that little stutter I just had. But I do want to have a little bit more of a connection with you guys, actually sit down and talk to you guys, and I hope you guys would show up and stream more often. Also, we have a Discord. We have a Discord that you can definitely connect to. It's usually in the description, things like that. Yapping's fine, yeah. So Mondays we want to try to start adding in more yapping streams, and then Tuesday through Saturday we'll be adding in more video. There'll be more all video games. Oh, speaking of things, have you guys been where I live in the Philippines? In the Philippines, I'll answer that more. If you look on my Discord, you'll be able to find out more information about me. But no, have you guys been watching the shorts that have been coming out on the channel? They've been doing good. Like, it's been a while. I keep rubbing my nose because there's a smell around here. Live in Mindanao, nice. Have you guys been looking at the shorts? They've been doing good. They all been hitting. We gotta go in 5 minutes. I got you, man. The shorts been doing good. They've been all hitting 1,000. Like the last couple, like the last three. I wouldn't even say like last upload, but like the last I wouldn't say the last 3 days. I want to say the last couple of uploads that I've had. I can say last 3 days because I include the other one. Like the mommy's here. That one. You might watch my stream tomorrow though. I'll definitely. No, I'll be on here tomorrow. Definitely be on here tomorrow. I'll be on here usually like I said between. It would be between like 11 to about 3:30. That's how long I stream usually. If I really like the game, it might be a little bit earlier, but I'll be there. But no, the shorts been going up. Like the mommy, it was called Mommy's Here. That was the one that it was one. Really, that's the one I put in work for. Never visited Manila. Hold on a second. So I had to visit Manila a few times. That's where the U.S. Embassy is at. I want to say that. Oh yeah, I was saying that the Mommy is Here. That one that I worked on, which I wanted to get y'all opinion on that one, which I want to get a little bit more opinions on that one. Did y'all like that version, that style of short videos? Yeah, it's a lot of traffic. There's always a lot of traffic in Manila. Any big city you go to, there's always going to be traffic. Like when I was living in Korea, right? When I was living in Korea, oh, it's late here. So, yeah, I'll catch you later, Big Jake. No, when I was living in Korea, you go to Seoul, there was a lot of traffic in Seoul. But if you go to places like Uijeonbu, there wasn't too much traffic because even though it might have been a big city, it wasn't a big metropolitan area. On top of the fact, it might have been big traffic. It was a lot more foot traffic because of the transportation, the public transportation system. If y'all have ever, I know Manila has it, but they need to build that infrastructure out a lot more. You need to build out like Korea, because Korea has such a good public transportation infrastructure system that it goes anywhere that you need it to, and it's really, really, really good. I heard Japan has a really, really good one. I haven't been to Japan, so I can't tell you from personal experience. I can tell you from hearsay over there. I can tell you from, excuse me, I can tell you from Korea, when I was living in Korea, um, the way that you could get around all of Korea without a car. Like you didn't have to have a car to go anywhere in Korea. Only time I ever really needed a car was for morning formations when I was in the army. 'Cause I used to live off base, and I had to drive a car to get onto base for morning formation because the taxi cabs weren't running too early, and there was nothing who could really get on base like that. So that's the only time I ever had to ever really have a car was for morning formations. But other than that, I want to say other than that, um, the public infrastructure. If you're just going, but if you don't have to go worry about morning, you don't have to worry about going to morning formations and things like that. Yeah, okay. You have a good one, Bonanza. Thank you for being here, man. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Hope you see you tomorrow in tomorrow's stream. We will be doing Hollow Knight. Y'all picked it, so that's what we'll be doing. We'll be playing some Hollow Knight. But what I was saying was, I want to say that the public infrastructure over there, public transportation over there was really good. Like you can literally take the subway train, you take it to where you need to go, so you'll get to Seoul within like 30 minutes to an hour. You can take a bus to get there 30 minutes to an hour by bus, or you can take the train. It would take like less than 30 minutes. It would take like, yeah, it wouldn't take an hour. It took like 30 minutes, 20 minutes to get to Seoul. And then you go to Seoul, and that's where you'll go shopping and drinking and hang out and partying. In Manila, in the Philippines, when we were kids, if our mom bought us a bike, we used to have big. Oh, I mean, that's anybody, dude. Trust me. Like when I was young, my mom bought me a Mongoose. I was really into BMX. If you don't know, BMX is extreme bike riding. That's like the kids be doing backflips and bar spins and things like that. Like my son has a bike right here, honestly. That's his bike right here. But I was more into BMX when I was younger. So I would be riding my bike, doing backflips and Supermans and like all that kind of stuff. That's what I was into when I was younger. So that's basically what I had. My bike was a Mongoose at the time. It was a Mongoose. It wasn't like it was a street bike. It was a street bike. Wow, that moved. So I used to have like basically a street bike, which was really, really, really cool. I don't know what this does. 49 seconds short was uploaded. Okay, man, you gotta go. Peace out, big dog. You have a good one, man. I'll catch you later, blah. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's stream. Hopefully I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream. But yeah, I used to BMX when I was younger too. That was always fun. And like yeah. But yeah, so okay. So roughly it's been about an hour. So I just mainly wanted to get out here, make sure I say hi, say a yap real quick for you guys. Please get an hour in, talk to you guys, say hi, and hang out and everything like that. And other than that, though, tomorrow we'll be doing Hollow Knight. We'll be doing Hollow Knight from beginning to end. We'll see how that goes. And then yeah. Other than that, I will have to say I will see you guys in the next one. Okay? Peace out. Bye-bye. Namaste.